Imagine your friend just got fired. They are sitting in front of you, eyes red from crying. You want to help. You want to be a good person. So you reach out, touch their arm, and with the kindest smile you can manage, you say, "Don't worry, just stay positive." And suddenly, something shifts. They don't look comforted, they look angry. Or worse, they just shut down completely. What just happened? You were trying to be nice. Hey everyone, welcome to Speak Like a Native. I'm Maya.
And I'm Leo. So Maya, I've definitely done this. I thought being positive was the American way. You guys are always saying it's all good or no worries. I figured throwing a just be positive into a tough conversation was me being a supportive, natural sounding American friend.
Leo, you are not alone, and you've just stumbled into one of the most confusing parts of American communication culture. Today, we are decoding what's called toxic positivity. It's the dark side of the good vibes only mindset. The phrase itself, toxic positivity, is when we push positive thinking to the point where we dismiss, deny, or invalidate any negative emotions. It's forcing a silver lining on someone who is still standing in the middle of a storm.
So it's like slapping a smiley face sticker over a flat tire and pretending the car is fine.
Exactly. That is the perfect analogy, and in a few minutes, Leo is going to make the exact mistake 90% of learners make when trying to comfort someone in English. We'll get to that. But first, let's rewind and understand why this is such a big deal, especially in the United States. You see, America has a deep cultural root in optimism. It's in our national DNA, right? The American dream, the frontier spirit, the idea that you can pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Positivity equals strength. Negativity equals failure. So we have a million phrases for it.
Right, like look on the bright side or everything happens for a reason.
Perfect examples. On the surface, they are meant to help, but when used at the wrong time, they send a very different message. They tell the other person, "Your sadness is making me uncomfortable, please stop sharing it." Or, "Your problem isn't really a problem. You're just not thinking about it correctly." It shuts down the connection.
Whoa, that is actually kind of cold. I never thought of it that way. I always thought Americans loved hearing that hustle harder, never give up energy.
We love it in a motivational speech or a business context, but not when we are being vulnerable with a friend. If a person is sharing real pain, a simple cliche can feel like a door slamming in their face. And this is especially tricky for non-native speakers, because you've been taught that these phrases are good, friendly, positive English, and they are, just not here. Imagine you're standing at your own little desk, heartbroken over a relationship ending. A coworker from Spain, let's call him Carlos, comes over and says, "Leo, come on, you'll find someone better soon." How does that land?
Honestly, it feels like he's dismissing my pain, like he's trying to wrap up my sadness and put it in a trash bag as fast as possible.
Bingo. You feel it. The intention from Carlos was pure kindness. Many of my students from Latin America, Spain, or China tell me that in their cultures, cheering someone up directly is a primary way of showing care. There's often a cultural script of "don't dwell on the bad, let's move to the good." And for many European learners, the direct problem-solving approach feels natural. But the effect in English within an American emotional landscape can often backfire because it skips the critical first step: validation.
Validation. That's the key, isn't it? My wife always tells me I try to fix things too fast. So if my friend gets fired and I can't say stay positive, what do I say?
Okay, let's role play. I'm your friend who just got fired from my dream job. Go ahead.
All right. Maya, I'm so sorry. But look on the bright side. Now you have the freedom to find a better job.
And there it is, the classic mistake. I actually feel a little worse now, Leo. I feel like I can't be sad about this. I feel guilty for being upset.
No way. I was just trying to. Okay. Give me a redo. What should I have done?
First, Just sit in the mud with me for a second. Acknowledge the reality of my pain. The most powerful thing you can say is actually very simple. You can say, "That really sucks. I'm so sorry you're going through this."
That really sucks. Is that even professional? Isn't suck slang?
It is informal, but in a close relationship, it's pure empathy. If you want something you can use in any situation, including a professional one, use. That's really tough. I can see why you'd feel that way. Do you hear the difference?
Yeah. The first one, look on the bright side, is about the future and a solution. The second one, that's really tough, is about the present and the person's feelings.
Nailed it. You're saying, "I hear you. Your feelings are valid. I'm not running away from your pain." That is the bridge. Another great phrase is, "Thank you for trusting me enough to share that." It changes the dynamic from you giving advice to you receiving their story as a gift.
Wow. Thank you for trusting me with this. I'm writing that down. So, that sucks, that's really tough, and I can see why you'd feel that way.
Those are your new power tools. Now, here's the part that surprises most people. After you've validated, and only after, you might find that you don't even need to offer a bright side. Often, people just need to vent. However, if you feel the moment is right to offer encouragement, you shift from telling them what to do to offering your support. Don't say you should just get back out there. Instead, you ask, "What do you need right now?" Or, "How can I best support you?" This is a massive cultural shift. You're moving from a statement to a question. You're giving power back to them. In American English culture, especially among friends, this offer of agency is huge.
So, Maya, why do you think learners from China or collectivist cultures find this especially hard? I remember my buddy from Beijing, he would always jump straight to, "You should drink some hot water and rest." He cares deeply.
Exactly. And in that cultural context, that is an expression of deep love and care. It's a nurturing, almost family like command. And when we have a friend from a culture where direct advice equals love, and we have an American style where autonomy and validation are paramount, you get a collision. The American hears the "you should" and feels like a child being told what to do, which adds shame to their already bad day. The Beijing buddy is confused because he offered his heart in the form of a hot water prescription and it was met with a cold shoulder.
This is wild. So I've got to swap "you should" commands for "I am here" validations.
That's perfectly stated. And if you do want to share a story to relate, that's fine, but frame it carefully. Don't one-up them or immediately pivot to your own story. You can say, "I went through something similar a while back, and I remember just feeling totally lost. So yeah, I really get it." See how the story is in service of their feelings, not your ego. We're holding space. To hold space means to be present with someone without trying to fix them.
Hold space. Got it. So let's test me again. My friend's long-term partner just broke up with him. He's devastated. I'm an improved Leo now. Here goes. "Hey man, I heard about the breakup. That's really tough. I can't imagine how hard that must be. Thanks for telling me. Do you want to talk about it or just want a distraction? We could grab a burger."
That was perfect. Chills, Leo. Seriously. I felt that you saw him, you validated the hugeness of it, you thanked him, and you offered him a choice of support. A burger always helps, by the way. That was a native level emotional check in.
Ah, that feels good. But honestly, it's a whole new grammar of friendship. I have to stop my brain from spitting out the silver lining.
It takes practice. And you will mess up, and that's okay. Even native speakers blunder into toxic positivity constantly. We have people telling sick, chronically ill folks to just think positive and you'll heal. It's everywhere. But being aware of it is the first step to being a truly excellent communicator.
So let's give our listeners a quick cheat sheet. When a friend is in a hole, the old toxic me says things like, "Stay positive, it could be worse," or "Everything happens for a reason."
All of which minimize their pain. The new emotionally intelligent you says.
That really sucks. That's so hard. I see why you feel this way.
And then you follow up with an empowering question, not a command. What do you need? Or how can I help?
Maya, I wish someone had told me this years ago. I've literally been walking around saying good vibes only, like a robot, and probably coming off as insensitive this whole time.
Ha 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 ha. A good vibes robot, there's an image. But seriously, recognizing this is a sign of high emotional intelligence. It's why we're talking about it in a language podcast, because sounding like a native isn't just about grammar and pronunciation. It's about understanding the unspoken emotional rules, and the unspoken rule is connection before correction. So, listeners, we have a challenge for you. This week, if a friend or coworker shares something difficult, resist the urge to fix it or shine a light on the positive. Just listen. Pick one phrase from our list and just hold space with them. Notice the reaction. Notice if the conversation goes deeper.
I'm gonna try it with my wife first. She'll be amazed. And hey, if you're loving this deep dive into the hidden side of English, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps us, and we're bringing you a new Culture Decoded episode every single week, so you never have to just sound like a textbook again.
All right, let's wrap up with today's one big takeaway. I want you to repeat this to yourself. Validate, don't minimize. Again, in tough moments, validate their feelings, don't minimize their pain.
Validate, don't minimize. I'm putting that on a sticky note on my desk.
Perfect. Thanks for trusting us with your learning journey. We'll see you in the next episode.
See ya.